This is one side is closed, the other side is there's a hole in it. So the closed side goes into our nose, and then we keep on pushing it, then put these two fingers in and pull it out, and then do a little flossing of the nasal passage, and finally take it out of the mouth. Then we do Jal Neti. Then we do Pranayam. That's how it goes. So this is a thin one. This is a thick one. So whatever, we start with the thin one, then gradually move up to thick one. And then eventually we do the Sutra Neti. This is made out of cotton thread. Okay. So where do you get these? You always can get it from the ashram. If you live in Chicagoland area, I have these. And if you are away, I can always mail it to you too. Okay. So, or if you have some other ashram, you can go to. I don't know, too many ashrams teach this. Even the yoga training in this country, I have never seen anybody. People have told me that, yeah, they don't teach this. Jal Neti, with the help of the part, they do, but not these cleansings which our scriptures talk about. Okay. So I think we got
Aruna's on.
Aruna is on. Aruna, turn it on. Unmute Aruna. So you can put on the speaker's view Aruna's screen. Then you will see Jiaji showing you how to do this rubber neti.
Can you see me on?
That's where they are showing us this neti.
So let me just tell everybody how to do it.
Okay.
So if you hover your mouse over Aruna's picture, there's 3 dots on the top. You click on the 3 dots, go down to pin video, and you pin that video. So you'll only see the picture that you want to see there. Then you can always unpin later on once this is done.
That's Aruna's.
Okay. Let me mute some of these people who just come on.
Jyoti?
Yes.
Sorry, this is Kim. I remember last time a lot of people couldn't find the picture to click on. So if Aruna just says something right before they show the demo, then their video will just show automatically for people who can't find the picture.
Aruna Didi, can you say something?
Just right before he starts.
Yeah, he's doing.
So
Okay.
everybody can see. Yeah, say something so they can see your picture.
Okay, this is the neti, rubber neti, which Hersh explained. And before doing it, I will just wash it with water. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. After washing it, you put on the right nostril.
So you can see one end is from the nose, the other end is from the mouth. So now he's flossing it, just moving it back and forth. And after doing it for a few times, he's going to pull it out of the mouth. Okay, now he's going to repeat it on the other left side also. So you can see that, yeah. Yeah, GI just on the side, show them the side view. Yeah. So you can see one end from the nose, the other end from the mouth, and then floss it, and then he's going to take it out. Okay. All right.
Hersh, how many times you have to be this flossing?
Floss about 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just. Yeah, you can see that. I mean, when you clean a bottle, how many times
Yeah, 3 4 times.
Move that brush in. When you feel that it's clean, you sometimes 4 or 5 times, sometimes you can do it just 2 times, or it's up to you. You will
It's
get the
funny
hang.
thing is,
Thank you very much, Jiaji.
I can do the rubber neti, but I cannot do the water jal neti.
But after this, jal neti should be done, because you have loosened the mucus. So if you do jal neti after that, you will do a little better job. You will clean your nasal passage even better. Okay. So
Wow.
this should be done first, then the jal neti. But you saw that if you try doing it first time, you won't be able to do it this way. He has been practicing for years and years. But first time when you do, even if this much goes in, that's fine. And you feel like sneezing first time when you do it. Okay, but don't give up. See, just like a jal neti, first time you just try to do jal neti, your body doesn't like it. Doesn't like saltish water in your nose. But then once you know the benefit of it and you keep on practicing it, then you cannot live without it. The same thing goes with this rubber neti also. Okay, so any question? But we really appreciate that even far away from here in Cleveland, they are showing it to us, and we like this technology that where we can watch each other and learn something new. Okay, but as I was saying earlier, people who live in Chicagoland area, you can come over here if you cannot do it at home. Even these days, you can be about 7 feet away from me and show me how you are doing it, or I will do it for you and then you can see it. But if you can just want to practice it today, go ahead.
Hersh, I still can't do the jal neti. This is Nalini.
Say that again, Nalini.
I still can't do the jal neti.
You cannot do the jal neti?
I still.
What is the problem? What really happens when you do it?
When I try to take it inside, from the nose, actually the first day was the best. And then after that, it has just gone down. It goes into my mouth and then goes down instead of coming out.
It's okay. It's okay. Let it go down. That's fine. No problem.
Okay.
You are still getting the benefit of cleaning your nasal passage.
Okay.
Holding it in the mouth and spitting it out, it will take some practice.
Okay.
Do not stop practicing every day. Keep on doing it.
Okay.
Okay. So every day it should be done. But even if it's going down, there's no harm.
Okay.
Water will come out naturally, right? We drink water.
I just get so discouraged that I thought maybe I should.
No, don't get discouraged. A lot of people, in fact, they do it that way. I would say half of the people who practice jal neti, they just take the water in. It's only for the purpose that excess salt, but how much salt is there? We do put salt in our food also.
Right. Yeah.
Unless somebody has a really, really high blood pressure, that much salt is not going to harm us at all. So it's okay. Let it go in. Okay. And just when you are more relaxed, you'll be able to hold it in your mouth. Then you can spit it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't get discouraged, please.
Thank you.
Practice it. And anytime you want to see any of these demonstrations again, we'll show you. So I was telling you earlier, there are 6 cleansings, 6 categories of the cleansings. Neti is just one of them. Okay. So all these fall under Neti. Then comes Dhauti. Dhauti is a stomach cleansing. There are several kinds of those also. We can do it with the water, we can do it with the air, we can do it with the cloth. And one of these days, he is going to show you how he cleans his stomach with a cloth. Okay. So then there is a cleansing by churning our stomach muscles. That's called Nauli. Then there is a Basti, cleansing of the rectum. Then there is a Trataka. Then there is a Kapalabhati, cleaning of our head. So these are the 6 cleansings in the very first line item of Hatha Yoga. And you should know Hatha Yoga is It starts with the body. Clean the body, exercise the body, learn how to control the body, and then ultimately become a master of this body. The body which we live in, body which is a temple. Deho devalya prokta, right? You all know that. This is a devalya. That's why we need to keep it clean. Just like we clean the outside temples, this is a temple where the Atma, which is a part of Paramatma, resides. So that's why yogis, they say that start your day with these cleansings. It's not that all of them we need to do every day, but some basics we need to do every day. Clean your nose, clean your esophagus, clean your stomach, clean your head, and clean your eyes. At least this much should be part of our daily practice. So we'll show you Trataka also one of these days.
Hersh, can you just repeat all 6 of them again, please?
Yes, it's a Neti, N-E-T-I, Dhauti, D-H-A-U-T-I, Trataka, T-R-A-T-A-K, Trataka. Kapalabhati, K-A-P-A-L, Bhati, B-H-A-T-I. Okay. Nauli, N-A-U-L-I. And Basti, B-A-S-T-I. Okay, so these are the 6. So Shat Karams. Shat means 6 ways from the head all the way to the lower opening. We clean it because bacteria do go over there. Okay, with the water or with the air or with the help of this rubber tube which we showed you today, or with this the spun thread. There's so many different ways, but the idea is the same. Clean this, clean, clean, and clean. So I told you this is one branch of yoga, Hatha Yoga. There are 2 branches. The other branch is Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga also starts with cleansing. Raj Yoga is predominantly for the mind because we have a body and we have a mind. These are the instruments given to us for what? To uplift ourselves. And how do we clean our mind? The yogis, they said, follow the principles, which is called a dharam. 10 principles of a dharam, they say, follow it, your mind will be clean. And I'm sure most of you have studied those in Yoga Darshan. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. Those 5 Yams. Shaucha, Santosh, Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishwar, Pranidhan. Those are the 5 Niyams. So these are the 5 steps of the dharam. Okay? You want me to repeat it again? Or you got it?
Sure.
Try to memorize these. I would say memorize those 6 cleansings and memorize these 5 Yams and 5 Niyams. So good to memorize, especially as we get older, our memory goes a little weaker. So it's good to just go over again and again these things. Our memory stays sharp. And memory is one of the power which we have. We don't want to lose our memory. Okay? So Menka is, even though she's a dentist, pediatric dentist, but she has she went to India last year. She is a yoga teacher, trained by a beautiful school in India. So I'm sure she learned all that, right, Menka? Did they teach you cleansings? Can you unmute Menka?
Yes.
One second.
Go ahead. Gotcha.
Yeah, Menka. Yeah, did they go over all this? Did they teach you Vaman and the Dhauti and all that?
Yes. But for Neti, we just did gel Neti with the pot.
They did.
That's
See?
what we did.
Oh, okay. With the part Jal Neti. And then did they teach Vaman, the water, stomach wash with the water?
Briefly, but we didn't really do it. One lady just demonstrated.
Okay. Okay. But they demonstrated, not did it. Okay, Ali, that's fine.
Because a lot
fine.
of
But
us
they,
couldn't
I'm
do
sure they
that.
talked about it, and I'm sure they talked about
Yes.
Yam and the Niyams they talked about, right?
Of course,
Yam and the
yes.
Niyams, cleaning of the mind, right?
Yeah.
See, I mean, yeah, it depends which school of yoga, but these are the same fundamentals because they come from the scriptures which that's like ancient scriptures written by these yogis, whether it's a Hat Yoga Pradipika, Gheran Samhita, Shiv Samhita, Yog Darshan. These are the scriptures where all this is coming from. Okay, so nobody owns it. We don't own it. It is a divine knowledge given to us by the great yogis of the past. Okay, but we have to do it. Nobody owns it. All we can do is share it and help others and then practice ourselves. Okay, so
Hersh, this Sutra Neti comes under the Neti.
yeah, they're all
Yes.
netis. Yes, they're all netis. Different ways to.
Oh.
Neti is a technique.
One technique.
Neti
Yeah.
is a technique to clean your nasal passage.
Just the nasal. Okay.
Yes. Dhauti is a technique to clean your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Trataka is a technique to clean your eyes.
Yep.
Kapalabhati is a technique to clean your head.
Okay.
So that's why you will see different ways of doing Kapalabhati too.
Mm-hmm.
Nauli is a technique to work on the stomach muscles, the abdominal muscles. Okay, it's just like a rotation of it. Okay, and then Basti is the technique to clean your rectum. All right, so these are the cleansing processes for the internal body. Okay, everybody got it? So any question before we move forward? Okay, so today's class is, so first we did that, and thank you Jiaji for showing this. So hopefully somebody will get encouraged, especially Menka would like you to try this. Okay, we have a young teacher, so you should, or anybody else also. I'm sure Rita does it. There's some people they're already doing it also, but people who are
it. I've tried it since I visited the ashram in Hoshiarpur and I learned it there. And it has been difficult. So I
practice.
Okay.
It is not difficult. First, you got to remember, tell your mind, it is not difficult.
Okay.
I haven't practiced enough. I cannot do it, but it's not difficult. Because if it's in the beginning, if we say it's difficult, we are putting a block in our mind.
Got it. Okay.
Right? This Zoom was difficult for us, right? We thought it was difficult, but once we said, no, this is it, we got to learn it, it became easy. Anything in life. Okay? So tell your mind, it's not difficult. Okay, if so many people are doing it, they have been doing it for thousands of years, they have been doing it. Why can't I do it? And there's a benefit to it. It's not there's no benefit to it. Benefit is there. People have reaped the benefit, and I'm going to do it too. Okay, so for some people it might take a little longer. Others, they might be able to do it in a first attempt.
Hersh, I have done it, but I stopped it for a while, and now I found it again.
Okay.
Is it still okay, or does the rubber become weak?
You got to look at it most of the time. If you don't use it regularly, because it's a rubbery material, it will start to crack. Don't use the cracked one. It should be like a very elastic like this. See, like when I bend it, there's no crack in there. Because if there's a crack in there, there can always be a bacteria in there. And you don't want to put something inside you which could have some kind of a fungus or bacteria, okay? So come over here, get another one. Another thing which I do, when I keep mine, I just put a little loose knot on it. If you can see the knot, and keep it like this. Okay. Then it just, it does not crack and it stays supple. And, but after some time, you have to throw it away. Okay, like Rita, she does it, and often she asks for a new one from me. And I always, when I go to India, I bring extra with me, different sizes. Okay.
So Hersh, Hershey, so if we're practicing all of these, Can you give us a role, like what to practice first?
Okay,
Like
if you are
one,
doing,
yeah.
if you are doing
All-
the netis, all
Uh-huh.
3 netis, if you are doing, I
Yeah.
would say do the rubber neti first.
First,
It's just
okay.
like when you are cleaning something, you put a brush in there first.
Okay.
Okay, then do the jal neti,
Okay.
then do the gaj karni.
Good. Good. Okay.
Gaj
Good.
karni and jal neti you can reverse also if you want to, but this should be done first.
First. Okay.
And then
Thank you.
next cleansing, we're going to teach you the stomach cleansing. Then you should do the woman.
Woman. Oh,
Neti first, then the woman.
okay.
That is, some people may not feel like doing it. If they want to reverse it, that's fine too. There's no harm. But this is ordinarily that's how it's done.
The routine, yeah.
Because when you do the woman, water comes out of your ears also, nose also, eyes also. There's a deeper cleansing is being done. So woman is, if you have never heard this name, woman is a cleansing of the stomach. Okay, so we do that also every morning. I do it every morning. These basic cleansings. And I do brush my teeth also, by the way. So that's a case which you all do too. But these are yogic cleansings. Okay.
Hershey, I have a question. So
Sure.
is that like a woman would be same thing as dhoti without?
Woman comes under dhoti. Under the category of dhoti, woman comes.
Okay.
Okay? Dhoti means dhona, wash.
Okay.
So that's why woman is called a stomach wash in English. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. I'm glad you are paying attention.
So same under the dhoti, there'll be also categories, which one to do first,
Yes.
like with the cloth, and then
Yeah.
do the
Yes. Then the water
right?
dhoti. Yes.
water dhoti.
You got
Okay,
it.
got it.
Yes. Because water washes it. These
Okay.
little things, they loosen and then give a little exercise to the internal muscles and the membrane and the cells and the whole system inside, right? So,
Okay.
all right, good. I'm glad you are paying attention, getting encouraged, and please do it. Okay.
Hershey, when do you use the rope versus the rubber? What is the
Rubber,
rope?
if you have done rubber for a long time, rope is a little difficult.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I would say at least for an average person, use the rubber tube for 6 months, and then graduate to the rope.
Okay.
Okay, that's definitely difficult
Mm.
because you can see that rubber, it slides in very easily.
Mhm.
This does not slide in that easily. It's like I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's a thick and very flexible like this.
But the rope cleanses more, or
Rope cleanses more. Yeah, there are grooves in there.
mm-hmm.
And then in order to wash it also, you make sure that you wash it thoroughly. This you can just put hot water on it and it will be washed. It slides, everything slides out. In this one, the mucus gets attached to it. So you got to, sometimes you might have to dip it in hot water with some cleansing agent in there, and then wash it like a soap or something, and then dry it in the air.
Okay.
Hershey, in
Yes,
the beginning with the tube, can you use lubricant like Vaseline
yes,
or almond
definitely.
oil?
Yeah, you can use almond oil, olive oil, or even mustard oil. You can use the lubricant, but you will see that this catheter is very slippery itself. You may not need it, but if you need it, use that. There's no harm in doing this, because there is a grit neti done by yogis also. Grit means a ghee. And I often tell you guys to put, if you are meditating a lot, doing a pranayam, like a 15-20 minutes, half an hour of pranayam, make sure you add some almond oil in your nostrils. Okay, so that's why there's no harm in putting oil on it. And just make sure that you use good quality of oil. It's going inside your nose. So almond oil is definitely better, but make sure you get the almond oil from a reputable place. 100% pure almond oil. Because sometimes I have seen in grocery stores, almond oil has some liquor in there too. So just make sure you don't do that.
Thanks.
Okay. Otherwise, you'll have a different effect.
Hershey,
Medal.
Then you will say, Hersh, what happened to us? I said, I don't know.
No, we'll say it was really good.
Yeah, we really love yoga, right?
Hershey,
Okay,
I use Patanjali's kya kehte hain, almond oil, and you can buy from Amazon.
Okay, I like.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Any good reputable place, just get the almond oil, 100% pure almond oil. That's all you need.
Yeah.
So anybody else?
I use the mustard oil.
You can use mustard oil too. Yeah, because but for some people mustard oil is too pungent. They cannot take it. So you got to look at our own body also. Okay. So because your body tells you what is suitable to you or not.
Right.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
So
Okay.
where does Shank Prachalan will come?
Oh, where will the Shank Prachalan come? That is under the dhotis.
Under dhoti. Okay.
Because we are washing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there's another technique which we talk about often. That's like a washing from all the way from the top to the bottom. But it's a dhoti. There are several kinds of dhotis. Maybe one day I will tell you. But 23 different kinds of dhotis. But start first. Because you don't want only to memorize the names. You want to practice and get the benefit of it. This is something we do. That's why they're called kriyas.
Yeah.
Right? You want to do these. You want to do neti, not just only watch somebody else doing it. You want to get the benefit of it. Okay, all right.
Does Kamala have a question? Kamala?
No, thank you.
Okay. So now let's move on to the pranayam. Even though the heading of today's class is meditation, I think we'll change the heading also. It should be the kriyas, pranayam, and meditation. Okay. So pranayam. I'm sure you all been doing it, right? Any question, first of all? Anybody on the practice you have been doing? Intensify your practice a little bit more. Spend at least 15 minutes on pranayam these days. And the weather is getting a little better. I would say open the window when you do the pranayam so that fresh air comes in. Don't breathe in the stale air. And never do pranayam in a basement. There's not enough movement of the air there. Even during winter, near a window. Because in the window also, whether we open it or not, there's always some fresh air coming in. There's always a little crack here and there. Okay. But if you have the opportunity to sit outside and do pranayam, that's the best. Okay. So pranayam, I've been telling you, keep the back straight, shoulders relaxed. You never want to do pranayam like this. Always like this. Because the movement of the prana, it's not just the air. Air is going into the lungs, but the prana, which is in the entire body, which keep us alive. We are making a difference in the prana shakti. That's why it's called pranayam. It's not a vayuyam. It's a pranayam. Okay, vayu is just only a carrier of the prana. So keep that in mind when you do pranayam. So last time I told you, just to get into the habit of deep in and out, I would say just before you start your pranayam, just always bring your arms up, you inhale and bring it down and exhale. 5 times if you do this, you will see that because it's good to raise our arms up. See, when you raise your arms up, there's a lot happening in the internal organs. So it's good to do that. So up with the inhalation, stretch your arms up. I'm sure you can see my hands are together. And then bring them down with the exhalation. And both inhalation and exhalation from the nose, the mouth closed. So do 5 times. So inhale, hold it up there, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, hold, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, hold, exhale. All from the nose, right? So do that every single day. I'm sure all of you can do it. This way your arm muscles get exercised, your side also, your lungs also, your heart muscles also, your neck also. Okay, it's just like a effortlessly you're exercising your body. Okay, so next practice I want you to do, breathe in from one side, breathe out from the other side. It's called Anulom Vilom also. It's called alternate breathing also. So with the help of the thumb, close your right nostril, breathe in deeply, and then breathe out deeply. Then with the side you exhaled, you breathe in, and the other side exhale. Make sure your stomach goes, moves out when you're inhaling. It's almost like a filling the balloon. And when you're exhaling, stomach goes in. Okay, so breathe in, stomach out. Breathe out, stomach in. Practice it for a few times. Then let me know if it's going properly for you. Because some people, the stomach just doesn't follow this inhalation or exhalation properly. So then you have to train your stomach. So breathe in, stomach out, breathe out, stomach in. So you can put your left hand on your stomach also, just to guide your body properly. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out. Equal ratio. See, in Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, the ratio is little different. In this one, ratio has to be the same. So when you breathe in, breathe in with the count of 4. Okay. Breathe out, 4. So if you want to breathe in at the count of 5, breathe out at the count of 5. So it all depends, depending upon our age also, depending upon our condition of the body also. Okay. But inhalation, exhalation, the same ratio. And then later on, you'll be able to do a little faster also, like this. Like this also. But right now, first I want you to just practice the same inhalation, same exhalation, little longer, then quicker. Okay. So any question on that?
Urmil Chawla.
Huh? Who has a question?
Urmil?
Unmute.
Chawla.
Very slowly. I mean, not too far in, like, so if I just do a little bit, I'm okay. But the minute I try to do harder, I get a headache.
Yeah, no, don't do it harder. That's why I said we got to look at our own condition of the body, condition of the lungs.
I do very little and then I'm fine.
Just keep on doing it. Don't stop doing it. See, there's younger people, they can do it for longer also, faster also. As we get older, it's good to just, especially if we did not do it when we were younger, we are starting out now, just slowly, please. Definitely slowly. Watch your eyes afterwards. See if you feel dizzy, slow down and start putting some almond oil in your nose. That will help you too. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else? Menka has a question? No? Okay. So there shouldn't be, in yoga, there's no competition. Especially in pranayam, you really, if you're watching somebody else, you don't know what their health is like. So you don't want to copy them. You want to just listen to your own body and do it based upon the health of your own body, internal body especially.
Namaste, okay. Hershji, can you please repeat this thing again one more time?
You mean this Pranayam. Yeah, what you do is close your right nostril with the thumb and breathe in from the left side deeply. And there's a sound in there, okay? Because you are pushing that air in. And then right after that, you don't hold the breath. Right after that, you exhale from the opposite side like this. So there's a sound in the inhalation and a sound in the exhalation. So breathe in. And you got to make sure your stomach follows with the inhalation, stomach bulges out. With the exhalation, stomach goes in.
Okay, thank you very much. No holding, actually. Right?
No holding. In this one, no holding.
Okay.
In
great.
this one, all you are doing is making sure your inhalation is very healthy and exhalation is fully complete.
Great. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
you want to, and then practice it at least. I would say, if you have never done it before, 10 rounds of it, and 10 repetitions and 3 rounds. Okay. So that means that 10 times do it and take a little break, then 10 more times, take a little break, 10 more times, take a break. And see how you feel. And you can do it either slowly or fast. It's up to you. But make sure inhalation, exhalation, equal interval. That's very important.
Is it important to start from the left side all the time?
Yeah, start from the left side and yeah, inhale left, exhale right.
Okay.
Okay. And if you're writing, the left side is called the Ida Nadi. You remember that? Right is called the Pingla Nadi. Left is a mentally active side. So it's like a mental. Right is physical. So we need both. We don't want to just do only one side. We want to make sure that our physical body is healthy and we want to make sure our mind is healthy also. Both are equally healthy.
Can you spell that, please? The left is what?
Left is Ida, I-D-A. And right is Pingla, P-I-N-G-A-L-A.
Thank you.
Okay, Ida and the Pingla nadis. That's where the prana is flowing. That's why it's called a pranayam. Okay. So it's like we are lengthening. See, ayam means to lengthen something. So we are increasing that vital energy in our body. That's called a pranayam. Okay. It's the soul of yoga. I always tell you that it's so important. That's why learning it fully, doing it with full faith, consistently, constantly, daily practicing it. Okay. It's not just a weekend thing to do or a lockdown thing to do. No. For the rest of your life, every single day, as long as you are breathing. You know that we started when we were born. We started breathing. And with our first breath, who cried? Our mother did. And those were the tears of happiness that my child is breathing. Right? Very first breath. And then we are going to keep on breathing and then we'll take the last breath. That's why in Hindi, what do they say when a person dies? Prana nikal gaye. Prana pakheru. Right? That's the energy. Prana is not the Atma, but Prana follows the Atma. It's like a shadow of the Atma. That's what the Upanishads say. Okay? So Prana, that life energy. And we are increasing that inside us. See, Atma we cannot increase. Atma doesn't have a shape. But Prana we can definitely expand. That's another way we can see the distinction between the Prana and the Atma. Okay? So any question?
Nalini has a question. Nalini?
Yes, ma'am.
And then Sonia.
Thank
Okay.
you. Pranayam is, as you mentioned, it's a Sanskrit word, pranayam. But ayam, I thought, meant control. So it's the control of breathing.
Yeah, it's a control also. It's a ayam means expansion also.
Okay.
So in Sanskrit words, there are so many different meanings for each word, you know that. Okay. So control also, we are controlling it, but we are expanding it also. Okay. Anybody else?
Hershji, this is Sonia. Namaste.
Yes, Sonia.
Just to clarify, so Anulom Vyom and Nadi Shuddhi, they are both done the same way, except the way we do it is 1:1 ratio, and the other one is 1:4:2, right?
Yes, you are right.
That's
you are
the same.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. So first we do this 1:1 ratio. That way both sides are equally open. We have a full control over inhalation as well as exhalation. And then now we are going to practice Nadi Shuddhi, where there's a ratio of 1:4:2. And this is where we, Nalini, the control is, right? It's just like we are controlling our inhalation. We are controlling our hold also, okay, which is called a kumbhak. And then we are controlling our exhalation also. Because this is something that happening inside us. We are breathing all the time anyway. But in pranayam, we have a control over our breath. Inhalation also, hold also, exhalation also. So last time I taught you, we have another question. Okay. Yes, Sonia.
Sujata has a question. Does the,
Sujata. Okay, Sujata.
Does the chit travel with pran?
Chit is
travel with the pran. Yeah.
Yeah, chit is a part of the subtle body, the suksham sharir, right? So that's a chit. So pran just follows. See, there's a atma. Atma is enveloped with the suksham body and the causal body, and then pran is just follows it. Okay. So chit doesn't follow the pran. Pran is following the chit. Okay.
Gotcha.
But there's no, it's not like a distinction in there.
Right. Yeah. No, I just.
There's no different compartments in there. It's almost like when the fragrance of the flower goes away, and there could be a very dense fragrance and very subtle fragrance. Where does it go? Which one goes first? They just, in a one body, they just go. That's how it goes. Because it's not a physical thing. Okay, they just leave. Okay. But it leaves right after the Atma leaves. But Atma doesn't have a shape either. It doesn't have a form, doesn't have a color, doesn't have a weight. It goes, and the rest of the, it's almost like you can see when the king goes, the rest of the ministers, they will follow. They'll go out too. So it's like everybody's just going out of this palace of ours. So empty the palace. And where do they leave from? It could be from any one of these doors. There's so many doors we have. Right?
9 gates, right?
9 gates, that's right. Yeah, and the yogi is familiar with the 10th gate also. Right here. The Dasham Dwar. Right? Good, you guys are putting things together. I like that. Getting serious students. So let's do one more pranayam and then we'll do our meditation. Okay? Even though I wanted to teach some Udyan Bandh today, but we'll do it next time. So pranayam today, the Nadi Shuddhi pranayam. Last time we did ratio of 1, 4, and 2. So today I want you to, after 2, before you come back to 1, do another at least 2, if not 4. So 1, 4, 2, 2, then 1, 4, 2, and 2. What does that mean? So there is a kumbhak of 4, which is called a antar kumbhak, Then there is a Bahe Kumbhak, outer Kumbhak. So after exhalation, hold the breath. So do Kumbhak twice with each breath. And I want you to do 3 rounds only, not more than 3 rounds. 3 full rounds. That means you are from left to right, right to left, 1. Then again, left to right and right to left, 2. And again, 1 more cycle. So do that at your own convenience right now. And then let me know how it feels or if you have any question. Okay, I'll do it with you. So close your right nostril, quickly inhale, then hold that breath in as long as you can comfortably. And then exhale slowly, twice as long as the inhalation you did. And then keep holding. Now relax. Inhale again from the right side. Hold that breath in. Then exhale fully from the left side now. After you have exhaled completely, hold into that position without breathing in. Then breathe in from the left side. Hold that breath in. Breathe out from the right side. Apply that outer kumbhak. Then breathe in from the right side. Hold that breath in. Exhale from the left side. Apply that outer kumbhak. Inhale again from the right side. Hold that breath in. Breathe out from the right side. Apply that outer kumbhak. Now bring your hand down. And if you have any question, let me know.
Hershji.
In this pranayam, there are 4 parts. Nadi Shuddhi pranayam, 4 parts. Last time we talked about 3 parts. It's like an inhale, hold, exhale. So now exhale also, after exhale, there's another hold this time. Okay. Yes, question?
Nita.
हर्षजी ये outer kumbhak कैसे करते हैं? Is it like holding?
Outer kumbhak means you have exhaled and then not breathing in right away. You hold into the exhale for some time.
Okay, thank you, Hershji.
Okay, so it's just like when we inhale, let me tell you the difference. Why do we want to do both? When we do a kumbhak or a hold, after inhalation, we are energizing our body. We are just all that air which we have inhaled in, it just moves into the lungs, the pockets of the lungs, and there's an exchange of the air. Okay, then we get it out, all the toxins out in the exhalation. And when we are doing a kumbhak after exhalation, we are not breathing in, that is the time we learn how to detach from this body.
Okay.
We are not breathing in. Momentarily, we are not breathing in.
Mm-hmm.
We can use that time to really focus on our Atma. That's how gradually we just move towards detachment from this physical body. Okay. Plus our stomach muscles also. It's like we are getting prepared to do the Udyan Bandh also that way. You will see that next week when I teach you Udyan Bandh is done with a full exhalation. So after exhaling, holding it there, then we start the Udyan Bandh. So at the physical level, it helps.
Okay.
And at the spiritual level, it helps us too. But idea is just after exhalation, just keeping your whole system squeezed in, and you are not right away breathing in. And when you breathe in again, breathe in slowly and fully. Okay.
Thank you, Hersh.
Yeah, practice it. Practice it. It will take some practice. Okay. Anybody else? Got it?
Nope. Yep.
I have a question.
Yes. Yes.
Doing this, it's easier from one side than the other. Is that normal?
Initially, that's how it is.
The hold, the kumbhak at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Initially, it will be, but practice it, then you'll become a master of your body.
Thank you.
Eventually, it should be, you should be able to do from both sides, because you have never done kumbhak like with full awareness. So now you are doing longer and longer kumbhak. So one side is not used to it, maybe. Okay, so practice it.
Thank you.
That's how you will see that from one day, the second day, it could be different too. Body doesn't stay the same every day. You will see that some days you can do it very easily. Your body is very supple, is listening to you. But whether it's listening to you or not, practicing it every day is very important. Making sure you do it. See, just like when we used to go to work, whether we liked it or not, we went every day.
Harshji, I have a question, please.
Yes, Prem.
Can you please go over the starting point from left, right? How does, I got confused about this.
Okay, you close your right side with the thumb.
First
breathe
step.
In. Yeah. You're talking about this last pranayam which we did, right?
Yes.
Okay, so close your right nostril with the thumb.
Okay.
Inhale from the left, quickly, deeply.
Okay.
And close both the sides. So one side is with the thumb, the other side with the ring finger and the pinky.
Right.
You have a V on the top. This is the position we do pranayam, position of our hand. And then after holding it for some time, then release your thumb and exhale from the right side.
Okay.
Then after exhaling, you just keep on holding your exhalation there. It's like you're not breathing right away. Consciously, you are holding into your exhalation. Even though you have exhaled all, but you are just holding it there. You're not breathing it. Then after a while, you breathe in from the right, then hold, and then breathe out from the left, then hold, then breathe in again from the left.
Except from holding, is it the same as
last time?
Anulom Vilom?
No, yeah, exactly. But the ratio is different. Anulom Vilom,
exactly.
You do the inhalation, exhalation, the same ratio.
Okay, ratio is different from Anulom Vilom, but the left and right is the same.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got it then.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good. Practice it. If you have a question again, don't be shy. Call me, please.
Okay, thank you so much.
Call me. You don't have to wait for a week.
Okay.
Because this class, we have it every Wednesday. So, but you are practicing it every day Tomorrow morning when you practice, if it's not working out, call me, please. I would love to hear from you guys. Yes, who has a question?
Nalini has a question.
Yes, Nalini.
When you inhale, hold it, exhale and hold it. After that, can you just take a regular breath, or you have to just start the next round?
You got to, if you ideally, you should start the next round.
Okay.
If you don't have that kind of a stamina, take a regular breath. Okay? Yeah. But ideally, you got to just keep at it.
Okay.
To really work on the internal body.
Yeah, because I was trying to do it, but I needed the breath.
Yes. Yeah. If you have never done it, you may not be able to do it right away. But with the time, you will see that your stamina will increase. Just like exercise with our other muscles, right?
Yeah.
So, but you are learning the technique right now.
Yeah.
Just remember the technique and then practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Now, Hershey, you can practice this pranayam at any time of the day.
As long as you
Empty
don't
stomach.
have, as long as you don't have, your stomach is full of food. But they say that the yogic scriptures, they talk about if you are a serious student, do the pranayam in the morning, do the pranayam in the afternoon, and do the pranayam in the evening. But not at night. For night pranayam, there's a different pranayam. Okay, we'll talk about that also. Hatha Yoga has 10 kinds of pranayams. Okay, so we'll talk about all of them, but I want you to practice these first. I don't want you to get confused with all the names and all the techniques. So starting today, Neti, and then Anulom Vilom, alternate breathing exercise, and then Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam. Do at least this much, please. Then every week I'll tell you more, and then you can just take notes and see how much you want to practice. Okay. And the people who have been doing Jal Neti, do practice Gaj Karne. And if you want to learn the Rubber Neti, which we showed you today, you can come here. You can learn it. Okay. So let's meditate for 15 minutes. Is Manny there or gone?
I have one question, Harsh.
Manny's here.
Manny's here? Okay.
I have
Yes,
one question.
Rita, yes.
हाँ, आप कह रहे थे ना कि control the hunger and thirst प्राणायाम करेंगे, वो कौन सा है? वो बात में
अगली बार सिखाऊंगी आपको फिर.
अगली बार. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll teach you that next time. Okay. All right. Because आज time हो गया काफी, 11:32 already. So 15 minutes of meditation, and after that we can talk a little bit more also. So if Manny is there, I don't see him though.
Yes, I'm here.
He's there.
Oh, yes. You are there. Okay. All right. Yeah, your face wasn't seen. Okay, Manny, if you can put that Om chanting, and we'll just, first we'll do 3 times Om together, and let's meditate. And I hope you're meditating every day too. Please start doing that also. Okay. I'm sure you all know meditation is called Dhyan. If you look at those 2 branches of yoga, Hatha Yoga and Raj Yoga, both have Dhyan in there. Dhyan, meditation. It's very important part of yoga. Okay. The reason we want to keep the body clean so that we can do more meditation. The reason we want to have control of our breath, then there's no hindrance in our meditation. Because if nose is stuffed, we are not breathing properly, our body is sick, we won't be able to meditate. Meditation we must do. Again, meditation is not the goal, but meditation takes us towards the goal. And a goal for a yogi is a samadhi, a union with God, right? It's a very important part of our daily practice. So that's why we have been given the opportunity to do it together also these days, but do it individually also. Before your prayers, after your prayers, morning, evening, whatever time you feel like doing it. But make sure your back is straight, shoulders relaxed, hands, palms facing up on your knees or in your lap, eyes closed. First, let's breathe mindfully few times. That means just combine your mind with your breath. Say Om 3 times, and after that, we'll meditate with the help of that chanting. Bring your awareness towards the heart center. Palms in the prayer position. Bend your head a little. Thank your parents. Thank your Guru. And thank God. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's nice to spend this quality time with you all.
Same here.
Thank you very much.
And then tomorrow's class is about Ashtavakra Gita. And some of you have been attending that. And please do just come on over. Okay?
Thank you, Hersh.
Thank you.
Thank
Charya
you.
ji, this volume was good for meditation.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, in the beginning there was a little disturbance, but after that it went very nicely, very beautifully.
Yeah,
Yes.
that had to be Zoom because this one.
Yeah, no. I think for me it was good. How about other people? Jyoti, what do you think?
The volume, because you want to make it too
This
long.
was okay. This was okay.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Very
Thank you all.
soothing.
I mean, all of you are doing a great part. Priya showed that beauty to us. And many you are helping us. Jyoti is helping. I mean, all of you are doing a great job. Thank you.
We're all trying to help ourselves. That's what we're doing.
What
We're
did you
trying to
say?
help ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Yeah, have a beautiful rainy day today. Enjoy the rain, the clouds.
Yes. Stay safe.
Thank you,
Stay well.
everyone.
Bye.
Jyoti, thank you, Manaji.
Thank you, Hershey.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Bye to everybody.
Namaste, Hershey.
Thank you, Jyoti.
Namaste, Manju. Namaste.
Thank you,
Haan,
everyone.
Jyoti.
Nice to see
This is
mother and
Neeru.
daughter both.
Thank you.
Hi,
Namaste
Neeru.
to everybody.
I have to tell you something.
हाँ जी
Okay.
बोलो.
I'll wait till the end.
कल आप चले गए थे तो उसके बाद वो 100 कुमारियों का आया था जिक्र.
अच्छा.
या त्रिपति हिंदी वाली रामायण में है कि या 100 कन्याओं का क्या बना. Right.
अच्छा.
या हिंदी वाली में ना. So maybe one day. Do you have a Hindi रामायण के नहीं?
मेरे पास है नहीं, but I got it on the internet and it's the same one that you have. वो
Yeah, over there
PDF.
उसमें पूरा लिखा हुआ है कि 100 कन्याओं का क्या हुआ. Right.
क्या हुआ था.
वायु देवता उनसे नाराज हो गए थे, कुंभज हो गया था, फिर वो कैसे खत्म हुआ वो सारा है.
Actually वायु देवता उनको कंट्रोल करना चाहते थे ना.
राइट. और मैंने पढ़ा हुआ तो ही मुझे भूल गया था, इसलिए आपसे पूछा था.
हाँ नहीं, इतने डिटेल्स हैं, इतने स्क्रिप्चर्स हैं हमारे पर. It's so beautiful. To me, I think I find it very fascinating and very inspiring also कि किस युग में कितने ज्यादा उनके पास पावर्स थी. हमारे पास अब ये पावर है Zoom की. Tomorrow if it goes away, a new generation come and somewhere it's written that in your own bedroom you can talk to 100 of people. Looking at them, they'll say no, this is just a fictitious thing, but we know it's real. So that's how in previous yugs also different things happened, different time, different powers.
नहीं
you know?
उसको संजय को पावर मिली थी ना यही Zoom की.
हाँ, संजय के पास थी, देखो सुन भी सकता था, देख भी सकता था. We should not have doubt.
पर उसके पास थर्ड आई थी, हमारे पास आईफोन.
नहीं उसके पास Zoom था. He had Zoom. हमें क्या पता? We were not there because वो जो हवाई जहाज का भी कहते हैं रावण traveled on that पुष्पक विमान
और मन की गति से चलता था.
गति से, I know. So that would be rockets, right?
अपने मन को इतना strong कर लो तो yeah, you can. So to me, I think we got to just with a faith कि हमारी ये कलयुगी बुद्धि समझ नहीं सकती, पर हमें विश्वास तो रखना चाहिए ना.
नहीं उनको मिला है ना अफगानिस्तान में. In one of the caves, the Americans found a spaceship, a very old spaceship which they are trying to investigate. Actually, you can go on the internet and find out. They actually shape वगैरह उसकी सारी दिखाई है, triangular type ना. तो these things are true. Yeah.
ग्रंथों में नहीं लिखा हुआ कि गुस्से से देखा और उसको दूर पटका के मारा आकाश में और वो धरती के राउंड घूमने लग गया.
या नहीं, वो कहानी में आपको बताती नहीं, वो जो परीक्षित का बेटा,
हाँ,
वो कहता है कि
जान नहीं, परीक्षित का बेटा जान में है,
जन्म में है, क्योंकि जन्मे को तो सुनाते हैं। ये महाभारत एक्चुअली जो मेन स्टोरी है ना, इट्स बिटवीन जन्मजे एंड गुरु कौन है वो? शुकदेव जी सुनाते हैं। सो शुकदेव जी, क्योंकि वो जन्मजे यही तो कहता हो कैसे सकता है, पहले तो महाभारत में अगर कृष्ण भगवान थे तो युद्ध हुआ क्यों? अगर पांडव इतने बलवान थे तो ऐसे क्यों हुआ? तो शुकदेव जी कहते हैं नहीं थे, कहते हैं कि भीम में इतना बल था कि हाथी की पूंछ से हाथी को पकड़कर घुमाकर ऊपर, he could just send it beyond the gravity of the earth. वो कहते ऐसे हो ही नहीं सकता।
तो वही सैटेलाइट्स थी ना।
हाँ, सो फिर भगवान सुखदेव जी बता रहे हैं, वो डाउट कर रहे हैं, उतनी देर में हाथी नीचे ही गिरता है। उस टाइम का ऊपर घूम रहा हूँ, भीम ने फेंका था। तो जन्मजय की वो कहानी जो है आपको सुनाई तो हुई है मैंने, कि कैसे उसका फिर उसको भी श्रद्धा हो जाती है। ये श्रद्धा से पढ़नी चाहिए ये किताबें।
राइट। अभिमन्यु उसका अर्जुन का पुत्र था,
उसका फादर था, या मैं उल्टा कर रही थी।
परीक्षित उसका फादर था ना।
नहीं,
जन्मजय को देखकर चले गए। सो जन्मजय, क्योंकि उसने ये सब नहीं अभी देखा हुआ था, तो उसको भी थोड़ा डाउट होना शुरू हो गया। सो कलियुग की बुद्धि नहीं सब समझ सकती, पर श्रद्धा तो रखनी चाहिए ना। श्रद्धा इज वन ऑफ द क्वालिटीज। हम समझ नहीं सकते, पर है भाई, भगवान कभी हमें बुद्धि ऐसी मिलेगी तब हम भी इसको विटनेस कर सकें, है ना।
हर्ष जी आज 54 लोग थे।
Oh really? Oh
yeah, 54.
Wow,
yeah,
that
I
is
counted.
Good.
Yeah,
that's good. I think people are finding some value to it, है ना।
हर्ष जी ये वाली क्लास सबसे पॉपुलर है।
पता है क्या, फिजिकली कुछ करने को।
और प्राणायाम ना सबको प्राणायाम के नाम से बहुत पता चल रहा है।
Good, I'm glad. And there are so many things. अभी तो मैंने I have just scratched the surface.
अब थोड़ी बारी ना यही चीजें सिखाओ दोबारा और फिर नवी ऐड करना।
हाँ, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तभी पता लगेगा ना। अगर जल नीति नहीं की तो रबड़ नीति कैसे कर सकते हो?
बिल्कुल,
है ना। अगर बेसिक इनहेलेशन एंड एक्सहेलेशन के ऊपर कंट्रोल नहीं है, हाउ कैन यू डू द कुंभक?
बिल्कुल।
तो इसलिए ये प्रैक्टिस, दिस गिव्स अस